How's everyone doing? So, in November of 2016, I ended up going to a dollar store just to simply get dishwasher detergent. As I entered the store, there was a young lady standing in front of me, and I heard her say, "No book bags allowed." So I just continued to walk into the store to head towards the back to get what it is that I was looking for. As I'm heading to the back, I place my headphones in my ears and continue shopping. I'm listening to my music, and I bend down to get the item that I want. And as I raise up, I bump into a gentleman and I say, "Excuse me." I then go down an aisle with home products, curtains and things like that. And as I'm walking along, I bump into the same guy. And this time I look up at him and I'm like, "I'm sorry about that, sir." I go down the very next aisle, and believe it or not, I bump into this guy again. And this time I'm like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" I then started paying attention, and I noticed he is actually following me. Now, I don't have any problem with someone following me, I guess, because I know I'm not doing anything wrong. But he was really like looking me in my face as if I had already done something. So I decided to go and get in line, right? I'm just going to buy what it is that I have in my hand, and I'm going to be out. So I'm standing in this long line, and I look back, and he's standing right behind me as if he is in line as well. Now, mind you, this man has actually touched me 3 times. When I said that I bumped into him, he literally bumped into my body. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. So now I'm done with it. I put the items down and I walk out of the store. I walk to my vehicle and I'm unlocking. And as I'm getting in, I noticed everybody around me looking at me. So remember, I have my headsets on. I hop in the seat, I turn the engine over, and I see this guy, the guy who was bumping into me, standing basically in front of my vehicle. So I remove my headset, and I hear this guy screaming, "What did you do with the products? What did you do with the products?" So I look around and I see students who I deal with, parents who I deal with in different communities. And now I'm like, oh my God, right? As I'm assessing what's really going on, this guy has run behind my truck and he's writing down my license plate number. So I step out of the vehicle. I'm like, what is going on? He then starts telling me how I'm not going to be allowed to come back to that store. And he then, he's saying, "What did you do with the products?" And I ask him, "Do you want to come and check me?" Okay, so now he looks around and he sees that he has drawn a crowd. You could see the look on his face has changed, and now he's telling me that he cannot check me, but I'm no longer allowed at that store. He then moves from in back of my vehicle so I can leave. But I decide not to go anywhere. I started to think that if I left, he then calls the police and make it seem like I got away with some type of crime. So I asked him for a corporate number and his name and the name of his manager. He then goes on to tell me that he is the manager, which, by the way, wasn't the truth.
But Kelly, for your peace of mind, if you would like to follow me, thank you. since you want to know what I did with the products that were in my hand, how about you look right there?
Okay.
Is that them?
Yes.
And so you asked me as I was walking out the store what I did with the products in front of a group of people as if I stole.
No.
So I'm
No,
proving
that's
to
not
you
true.
I walked in the store
And you put
and
them right
I'm
there.
pointing to them.
Thank you. I appreciate
exactly.
that.
So I did not steal anything.
I agree.
I'm not. You agree, but you wanted to take my license plate number for
Ma'am,
no valid
ma'am,
reason.
when I asked you a perfectly simple and legitimate, would
And
you
what was
please
the
let me
question?
say something?
Okay.
When I asked you a perfectly legitimate question, you copped an attitude with me.
You asked.
Which
So
raised,
you think that's?
which
Wait a
raised,
minute.
which let
You
me finish.
asked me
Let
what
me
did I
finish,
do with
please.
the products that
Let
are
me
right
finish,
there.
Please.
You asked me why
You don't want
did I do with them?
Come on.
Okay. Say, World Star. Must be a black thing.
Okay, so there's two things that I want to point out. Number one, for those of you who think that my light skin, blue eyes, and blonde hair excuses me from this racist ass bullshit, you are wrong. I can put in so much work, do a lot in my communities, and one of these assholes in a heartbeat can strip that shit away from me. He made me feel so little at the time that I resulted to stepping into the gutter by screaming World Star. In a heartbeat, I became the angry black woman, even before I was angry. And he doesn't even realize that him accusing me of being a thief could make someone angry. He refused to take responsibility for what he had done, what he had set in motion, because we could have settled this. But you saw how he walked away like a woman. And you want to know who started this? Remember the young woman I mentioned when I first walked in the store? Apparently when she said no book bags, she was talking to me. Now, I don't carry a book bag. I carry a purse. But I guess I'm too black to have a big purse. You know. Because if you have anything larger than your hands, you must be stealing.